Okay, hello and welcome everyone. Thank you very much for tuning in. This is a screencast-o-matic recording for the first half of the warm-ups for the first cycle of the second quarter. Before I get started, please let me encourage you to open up to the correct Google Doc for the warm-up part and then go ahead and type down the question and answer as it appears accordingly. So the first question here is, what are some of the biggest and most noteworthy takeaways from the Egypt unit in terms of history and culture? So let's go ahead and look at this answer and provide you many different talking points about what we went over in this unit. Probably one of the biggest things is understanding the purpose that Egypt serves. Egypt is one of the longest lasting and most successful ancient civilizations in the story of all of us. Additionally, Egypt's impact is quite noteworthy. Egypt's advancements in farming, technology, science, architecture, and mathematics has helped the world. Not only that, the history of Egypt's kingdoms and pharaohs show us vivid signs of Egyptian experience and culture and how people ruled. Because they wrote and because papyrus was well stored, they were able to show us really the story and experiences of all people in society. The Egyptian process of embalming and mummification is also noteworthy because Egyptian preservation of the dead shows us clear signs of life and values of Egypt. And when it comes to religion, Egyptian pantheons and understanding of those pantheons is really important because it shows us and tells us about the relationship between spirits and humans and how that relationship was honored. Additionally, looking at modern history matters too. Egypt's experiences with internal powers and international powers and strife shows us their unique story of persistence. If you look at the Arab Spring and its long-lasting impacts on Egypt today, you can clearly see how internal and international forces are shaping the country. As you might be aware, we also started another unit, and of course the next unit for the curriculum is Africa. So this is the other half of the question for the beginning part of the cycle, for cycle 1 for quarter 2. What are some unique but yet noteworthy facts about Africa's physical location and country makeup? So in this lesson, of course, you're looking at geography and also a little bit of the culture and a little bit of the countries too for what they provide from a modern day standpoint. So in a nutshell, when we talk about origins, Africa is the motherland continent. Mankind derives from here. In fact, you might remember that from the earlier world unit that we completed earlier this year. When it comes to countries, today there are 54 countries in Africa, which makes it one of the most unique and diverse continents too. No one country is like the same as another. When it comes to regions, it's true that the continent of Africa is just so massive that it can probably be best understood by physical and cultural regions, and you'll understand that better too when you complete the regions map as well. When it comes to the peopling of Africa, of course, they're known for having the most diverse and eclectic people who have formed over time to give rise to different nationalities and different customs in this way. When we look at the history of Africa, you, of course, are going to learn more about the African kingdoms, which show us their enriched story and how successful these kingdoms actually were. So contrary to popular belief, Africa was not just a blank slate of nothing before colonization. But then you're also going to learn about the impacts of imperialism and European colonization on the continent as well. And then finally, the whole why does it matter legacy portion. So Africa is a noteworthy player on the world stage, whether it's its resources, its government and diplomacy, or whether it's culture. Africa, of course, is a different type of continent that shows us a different story of mankind and the story of all of us in world cultures. So my hope is that you'll enjoy this unit as much as I enjoyed teaching it, and thank you very much for tuning in, and good luck with completing the rest of your warm-ups.